to make a video, just to make a little recording.
Okay, because there's like the businesses or whatever, just not sure like what you were doing, and that's.
Oh, I mean, she could have asked me herself.
I know it was just she just wasn't sure.
Yeah, I'm just making a video. That's all. Nothing nefarious.
No problem. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think I don't like you video on my business.
What?
I don't like you video on my business.
I don't like you interrupting my video.
In my business. Why you don't
My video. I did. I was just videoing them. I've got 3 videos from this store. Why are you causing problems?
That one my customer's scared.
Nobody's scared of a camera. Come on. Now, obviously, because of the glare, probably nobody can see. She's on the phone. Gotta be 911. But everybody just looked over here in unison. But like, this is case in point. Oh, that guy's blocking the glare now. Yes, sir. Maybe. No, not in nobody's face. Don't lie to the police. Don't lie to the police.
I don't like you.
You're just hanging out video.
Okay, man. That's it.
You can video all you want to.
I know. I know. She doesn't know. I need you to let her know. I was out here not bothering nobody. She came out yelling at me.
Well, that's why we're here. Someone called, said, gave your description, said you were harassing.
Yeah. Said I was harassing people. Man, so can I ask you a question? Why don't they get in trouble for misrepresenting the truth when they make calls like that? How come, I mean, people can just call about anything and just say what they want to say, and there's no consequences for it. When I'm out here minding my own business until I'm approached, but she's sitting there lying about what I'm doing.
To be honest with you, I think the concern was that you were videoing in her business, and there are
From public.
Okay, hold on. You were videoing towards her business.
From public.
Her business, and there are people coming out, and for safety purposes.
You understand that nobody down this block has had any problem with it?
No. But like, let's just say that there's a foster situation, or there's like, there's a child. Okay, but I'm just saying you don't know.
I don't know, but can I?
Okay, and I think that's the concern. Is there's a concern of, you know, if there's people in there and they aren't supposed to be seen or known.
If they're not supposed to be seen or known, then they need to do. It's on them to create their privacy while they're in public. So let me explain. That's why I wear the mask, because I'm creating my privacy while I'm out here doing this, because there's no expectation of privacy in public. So when you go to a business, whether it's private or whatever, that's accessible from public, that has clear windows, there's no expectation of privacy in there. If she doesn't want people look, so it's the same as if I'm looking. She can't tell me to not look in her business.
Right.
So the camera lens is the same exact thing. You can't tell me.
I understand what you're saying.
And I'm just saying, if she's that against it, she would have dark windows. But can I show you something else? Can I show you over here look at this. Look at what you can actually see inside the store.
No,
Nothing.
I get
Nothing.
what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I think some of the concern was that you were videoing, and, you know, as customers are coming in or out, like, they're not having an opportunity to either voice they don't want to be.
It doesn't matter. We're in public.
But
there's no expectation of privacy in public.
Can I finish?
You keep saying the same things.
But the concern was that they can't even see you. but you were
Right, so
doing
that's-
it to others.
Well, I would had she approached me calmly and nicely, like you did, I would have had this conversation with her and explained to her that there's no expectation of privacy in public.
Right.
Now, he's going to have to relay it because obviously she's not going to listen to me. But it's all education based. There's layers to every bit of it. It's all thought out. I stay within the bounds of the law, and that's what I do.
And like I said, I'm not saying that what you're doing is necessarily wrong. I
Well,
think
it's
there
not
was
wrong.
more-
It's
I just
First
think that
Amendment,
there
right.
was more of a concern because she felt for the
Well,
safety of her.
I can't
of
control her feelings.
Customers, if that makes sense. And so I think that's what the concern was.
I'm gonna go talk to them. and I'll
Yeah,
talk.
yeah, no
But
worries.
Anyways, that's
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I understand that there might be concern, but so in my let me tell you something.
Of it because my husband wasn't a police officer, so I know a lot about the law.
Right.
And that's why, like, I guess she asked me to come. Does that make sense?
Okay, yeah, I mean,
But-
it doesn't.
And like I said, I understand.
Yeah, I'm missing another one.
I understand two sides of it. Does that make sense? Like, I understand.
So you-
the side of
You
you're
understand?
right,
You
you're in
understand that
public.
they called 2 units with guns for a guy standing with a phone. You understand that?
Like, I get what you're saying.
Right.
You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
And then you want to know something even crazier? Just between you and me and everybody that's gonna watch this.
Okay.
He's inside with his body camera on. If she didn't want cameras,
Oh, I know.
if the problem was cameras, she wouldn't have him inside with his body camera on. The problem's not the cameras. I don't know.
I get what you're saying. I think for her, it was more of she had a customer that was concerned, and I think she was worried or concerned for her customer. Does that? And I'm
mean,
sure you understand that.
I
aspect of
understand
it.
to an extent.
Yeah,
But
that's
it's
what
a
I'm
very
saying. I
short
know you-
extent because feelings don't trump my rights. So somebody feeling some type of way about what
Oh,
I'm doing
right.
doesn't change the fact that it's
That
my
it's
right
legal
to do it.
and you have the right to do it.
Right.
And that's what I said. And I said that, you know, that like there's that fine line of what is right and legal versus what isn't, and you have to understand both
Right.
sides
And I
of it.
make
Yeah.
damn sure, pardon my French,
No, I understand.
what my bounds are before I even come out because I don't want to be in the wrong. The whole point of what I'm doing is to exercise my rights, not my wrongs.
Right. Oh,
So-
no, I understand. No, I completely understand what you're
Yeah,
saying. Now, do you, I'm just being nosy now, but now with your videoing and stuff, do you post like on social media
I do.
or like what is your, what are you doing it for? Like, why are you?
For education, because a lot of times, so I was in front of this store
Yeah.
and had positive interactions with 3 or 4 different people.
Right.
One lady cut me eyes, and I understand that. It's whatever. I don't
Yeah.
speak until I'm spoken to, generally. Maybe
Right.
I'll shoot out a hello or something.
Yeah.
But just capturing the reactions. And so it's
Yeah.
education based. I'm out here exercising my rights to record from publicly
public
accessible
domain,
areas.
yes.
Right. So
You have that right.
I'm exercising that right. If we don't exercise them, we're going to lose them. So it's education based. And then, like I said, I wear this because it creates the conversation. Well, you're wearing a mask. Let me tell you why.
Exactly.
So I like my privacy when I'm in public.
Mm-hmm.
I got an ugly face. I like to hide it. That's it. That's
I understand what you're saying. So you do it more as an educate to
Correct.
kind of educate others
So it's-
about what you're doing or
I would
why
say
you're doing it.
right. I would say bullet number 1 would be a 2-piecer that's education and exercising rights, because if nobody does this and everybody just talks about, oh, you can't do that, like
Right.
it's going to spread a false
negative or a- I
like a false
understand.
it's going to spread lies. Let me not beat around the bush, but going out and doing it it opens the door for conversation, and then
like people watching. It's like going to a park
Right.
and just sitting there and watching.
right,
and
it's
seeing other
it's
interactions.
literally
It's
exactly the
I
same thing.
completely
Exactly the
understand.
same thing.
You just have a camera.
Right.
I
And-
understand.
right.
I understand. Like I said, I get what you're doing and the legal aspect of it. You do have the right to
Yeah,
do
yeah.
it or whatever. I mean, I
And-
completely understand. But anyways,
Yeah. No, I appreciate it. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I appreciate you.
You can film all you want to. So
Yeah, man.
you're good.
All right, Snyder, appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Have a good day. Okay?
You too. Well, she's not happy, but that's the way it is. We'll let Officer Snyder bounce, and then I'll move on. thought she was gonna ask my channel too. I wasn't gonna tell her though. Give me a little bit of content. Probably what I'll do is move to this side. Hell yeah. And now they know.